Welcome back, everybody. Taking a look at politics tonight, it is unclear what Democrat Stacey Abrams will do after announcing today she will not seek a U.S. Senate seat in the 2020 race here in Georgia. Joining us now for an in-depth look at what her decision means, CBS 46 political analyst and university professor Dr. Rashad Richey. Rashad, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so much anticipated announcement from Abrams today. What's your initial reaction?
You can't lose your way to the top, Thomas, and I think her decision was a very pragmatic decision and is based on her assessment of her ability to win in a U.S. Senate race. So even though she was able to get a significant number of votes, roughly 2 million, and she was able to register, according to her numbers, over 200,000 individuals in the state of Georgia, she still has a lot to overcome in a conservative state. So you can't come off one loss and go directly into another. I think that was part of the calculation. That's a potential in politics always.
I have to say I'm professionally and personally confused because I thought the decision was going to be about what's next. We take the Senate off the table. Does this mean that there are presidential ambitions still on the table for 2020 since she put that out into the atmosphere earlier this year?
I think it will be a miscalculation to run for anyone to jump in the race and run for president right now, mainly because of how the early vote primaries work and also the pie of money that's limited within a Democratic primary. It may even be late for Joe Biden to catch up with some of the other individuals running in this primary. So I don't think that's a viable option. The presidency may not be the way to go, but she is still obviously available potentially for a VP running mate choice.
We know that there was that meeting with Biden, so would that be the big speculation that she's waiting in the wings to potentially be tapped as a vice presidential pick?
It's speculation no matter what. But I will say this, no one is choosing a vice presidential running mate at this juncture in the game, and they will. You will start looking for them to make this decision in a few months, and some may try to beat everybody else to the punch and actually make an assessment on that in the next few weeks.
Meanwhile, in her announcement, though, very important work she wants to concentrate on, voter suppression, the real issue of it.
Yeah. So this may be the great 1-2 combination, Thomas. You have a Democratic primary that will be robust and rigorous, and you also have a Stacey Abrams who has demonstrated the ability to register a lot of people at one time and to organize like nobody else in the history, probably in the state of Georgia, as it relates to voter registration. If you give her the resources, she may be able to actually take this program into swing states and make a dent for Democrats through voter registration.
What do you think, petty or justified to shut out Mike Dunstan and CBS 46 from an interview earlier today?
100% absolutely petty.
All right, Rashad, thank you. Appreciate your input as always.